We are going to listen to Mr. Mbalula. He's talking about a lot of things. Let's get into it. Hope you enjoy this. Let's go.
One, I think.
I know, and this was Utonga wena. I mean, I did Funutonga losses, not you. I. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, ingabi ngathi ndisemcimbini wami. Yes, nindive nokuthi bendisithini.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us why you're here today.
We are here at the invitation of our ally, Pop Crew, for a special Central Executive Committee meeting, which is very important. We have been invited to come and deliver a message, which we did. And we are very much grateful as the ANC to come here and represent the African National Congress.
I know at the end there you did say that POPCO must stand against allegations that are made of the corruption that is said in terms of the Mandela Commission, even though POPCO has said that it will wait out to see what's happening. Just a little bit more on that.
Well, I think there is no point of difference between what POPCO articulates and what we say, is that we want at the end, whatever comes out of that commission, we must ensure that we stand by the truth. And over and above that, the decisions and the recommendations of the commission are implemented. It is important for the country, like I said, that the allegations that were made are huge and have got huge implications for the rule of law in South Africa. And the president have taken a right decision, and we all support it. And all of us, we support that decision for the establishment, joining millions of South Africans with great expectation that whatever that will come out of that, it will help us deal with the enmity of the issues that would have been raised by this particular process.
SG, seeing that you are expressing frustration with having to work with the DA, how far do you have any kind of update with those talks that you've been having with other parties with the hope of bolstering the GNU? I'm sure that is being done to reduce reliance on this hostile party.
I'm not raising frustrations. I'm raising the challenge of the situation we find ourselves in by losing the numbers. That within the GNU, you negotiate.
Mara guys, Mara media guys, why are you asking the same question every press conference? There must just be a GNU somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm tired of this, okay? Let me just jump a bit here because they are asking about the GNU always. Same answer. That's the problem.
We are committed to it, to the Alliance Summit. We've got a mandate from our NEC to finalize these processes and report to the National Executive Committee. And as the ANC, we are not in favor of the party standing on its own. But nonetheless, it is their decision, which we will engage with it when we meet with them.
SG, just can we go back to the issue with Brown Mokgotsi? That's in the public domain at the moment, and the interview that he did with the public broadcaster, specifically saying it's not the Mbalula National Congress. Just how do you respond to some of that has come out in the past 24 hours?
Well, we have made our position very clear, and the position which you, as the media, asked, the status of Brown Mokgotsi, we have clarified that. And we are fully aware that most of the things that are alleged he would have been involved in would have been carried in the period that he was a member. But from a point of membership, he's not a member of the ANC. His membership have lapsed. Brown Mokgotsi is an associate of leaders These people. There are many of his characters, like we said, in the organization. What the ANC have witnessed in the recent past, even as early as 1996, is that the things that he alleges that seek to defame my character do stand, and he's got facts about that. I'll deal with that. But from a point of him contesting membership, it's clear that you are talking about somebody who completely does not understand the ANC, and at the same time is in a wrong space. He's just been affirmed by factions in the movement. His association is not with the party, is with certain leaders and certain factions. He doesn't understand the organ, the African National Congress. And his claim to fame is that he grew up in the street in Mahikeng, where the General Secretary of the ANC was born or lived in Mahikeng. And that is his understanding, narrow understanding of the party. The party, the ANC, operates guided by its constitution. He must admit that I'm not a member. And for him to come back to claim to be a member, there are certain things he must. But his behavior and the things he's alleged to have done, he will find it very difficult to be acceptable in our ranks. And we don't need to take him to court like Zuma, because Zuma was a member of the ANC. We don't have to go up and down with him. He's not a member. He says those things the way he does them as an independent South African who happened at some point to have been a member of the ANC, of which he's not. We have never denied that at some point he belonged to the structures, he was a member, his membership has actually lapsed. That's what we clarified. He's not a member of the ANC. And the ANC membership and everybody else must never pride itself of like those in the organization. We will defend the ANC against individuals who masquerade as members and who do things that are who claim control over state power, police officers, control over every other thing. We don't have super members. Members of the ANC respect the organization. And the only people who will celebrate Brown Mokgotsi are of his kind. Genuine members of the ANC will never celebrate that kind of a person. They know that that is an ANC, and therefore, if he was our member, we will show him the door. But fortunately, he have actually, through our own processes of membership, actually found himself outside the organization. So as we speak, he's not a member. And therefore, he's got no authority to speak about even fundraising money for the ANC and all of that. Yes, his own shenanigans and his own relationship with Cat and all of that, those are his things. He cannot drag the ANC into that. We don't belong there. It's not part and parcel of us, and that is it. So the chapter of him and his membership, the only person in the ANC constitution who account about membership, it's me, as the Secretary General. Who is Brown Mokgotsi to claim membership of the ANC when I'm telling him that he's not a member? And he says that he's a member. You can believe him as far as you can. The ANC statutes and constitution are clear that the Secretary General you pass here about your membership. I account to the National Executive Committee, to conference, to the officials and everybody else. And I have done the work and with my branch in Northwest, with the province. The guy is not a member. So who else is going to impose him or herself to the organization? There's nobody. He's not a member. And we've got no business of taking him anywhere because he's not a member of the ANC. And that is it. He's an associate. You know, he's a hangers-on. So hangers-on of leaders. In the story about generations, what the leader. Thank you very much.
If you just, in terms of the personal things that he has said about you, will you be taking action? How do you respond to
Of course, it's obvious. There's nothing I can say to you about the things he have said, which are false. So, my lawyers are busy with him in terms of defamatory action. He will have to prove in court. I don't have any other recourse. How do you deal with a thug? which deviate from the real issue. The real issue is about his membership, which he does not have, of the ANC that he has actually expired. So he decided to draw me into thuggery. I'm not going to do that. I will deal with him through the courts, which is permissible in our country. He must then come to court and prove all those things he has talked about in a court of law, where a competent court of law will listen to both my side and his side about the allegations that he's making about. He did not even say allegations. He stated them as fact. So where have they been tested? Those particular issues that he's talking about, newspapers and all of that. You can't take what is written about somebody.
When he speaks with Setgas, they say that it's. When he speaks with Setgas, they say that it's something is not right. They just, how do you respond to what they have?
I'm not going to respond to those people. I've responded. I'm a subject of the law, and I don't subject myself to kangaroo court. So even themselves, if they follow the right processes, they will know that there is nothing unlawful. They are just playing to the gallery and trying their thing, the same as they marched to America and badmouth this country and said things endangering the economy, and now want to blame it on the ANC. When it is them who have gone and influenced Donald Trump to plunge our country in a state of economic shame, and then to become a bloodbath, you know, of unemployment and all of that, industries withdrawing from our country and so on. Who will suffer is ordinary South Africans, not AfriForum. That's what they are for. That's what they've actually been perpetuating. So I'm not going to argue with that process. I've explained through the state.
Now, you see, one thing, number one, right? I think I have to give kudos to Mr. Mbalula. You know, like Mr. Mbalula is one of those guys who can stand for his party and defend it. I don't know if whether you say it's wrong, whether you say it's right, whatever, but he can stand for his party. Like he can stand, and you can criticize, but he will stand, you know. And with this thing of Brown Mokgotsi and stuff like that, listen guys, I think if it goes to court, I think it would clear everything, you know, because Mr. Mokgotsi has done some allegations here. So I think that the best thing to do is to check actually in court and see actually if he can prove it, you know, and stuff like that. I don't know where is this fight going, and I think Mr. Mbalula is very irritated, especially for the fact that now the party is being dragged, you know, through this mud. It's because of a guy that he claims that is not a member and all of that, and I think it's frustrating him. It's making him to be so angry. You can tell that, you know, even the tension, you know, he's very angry, and this guy is giving problems, you know, for them. And so we will see, guys, when it goes to court and everything, that is if it will go there, unless maybe Mr. Mokgotsi realizes that I don't have evidence and apologize, you know, and say, hey, I'm not a member, I'm not a member. I don't know, you know. Let's wait and see, and then we hope that we will see what is going to happen, okay? Because we all know that Mr. Mbalula speaks. And the good thing about Mr. Mbalula is that he's always in the media talking, they ask him questions, he answers. He doesn't run away, he's always there defending the ANC. There was a time where he says the ANC is not corrupt, and we were like, what are you talking about? You know, but he's there, standing, you know. Thank you guys for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I was watching from a channel of my ANC. You can go and watch the whole video there. Thank you guys for watching. You have a good day. We are